Oh, hey, I'm Carl, and today I'm gonna be doing a review on the Canon 50D. It's gonna be a review based on my experiences, so I won't be talking about much of the features that I will use. Well, the Canon 50D is pretty ancient in today's terms. Well, this was released 6 years ago in 2008. So, but if you look past that, you'd realize that it's still a pretty capable camera. The 50D sports a 15.1 megapixel APS-C sensor. An APS-C sensor is 1.6 times smaller than a 35mm full frame sensor, which is the digital equivalent of a single frame of the common 35mm film camera, which maybe your grandfather has, or father, I don't know. It's pretty common back in the days, yeah. So, an APS-C sensor renders a smaller field of view. So, for example, in order to get the same field of view as a 50mm lens on a 35mm film, which is pretty close to what the human eye sees, well, you need a 30 to 35mm lens on an APS-C sensor, which is what I have. Oh yeah. Anyways, getting off the main topic. So again, the 50D has a 15.1 megapixel sensor, an ISO range of 100 to 3200, digitally expandable to 6400, which is H1, and 12800, which is H2. It had a 6.3 frame per second burst rate. Wanna hear it? Wait. Well, it has a 16. It holds the buffer holds 16 raw images, which you just heard. That was 16 images, and yeah, here's that. It will still fire, but it will be slower. Yeah. The 50D has 9 autofocus points, all of which are cross points. Cross type AF points can see horizontal and vertical detail, so it makes it more convenient and reliable and efficient. The body is made of magnesium alloy. It's pretty tough. It weighs around 820 grams with a card-in battery. That's without a lens. So this lens weighs about 400 grams, so I'm holding about 1.2 kilos of metal. It's also partially weather sealed in some parts of the body, especially the battery and memory corridors, as you can see in this. There's this foam to prevent water ingress, and same on memory card slot. Can't see it in the video clearly right now, but it's there. Trust me. Speaking of the battery, well, the 50D uses a BP511A battery. Personally, I have a 300 to 500 shot battery life on one of these things, so it's pretty okay considering the age of the batteries itself. I mean, the technology used. It's actually from 1999. But compared to the Canon 7D, which was released a year later after the 50D, it comes with a new battery, the LPA6. Well, I heard that thing gets about 1,000 shots consistently, and 2 to 3,000 on some cases. Well, you can see why the 50D fails in that respect. The 50D uses CF cards, which are larger than SD cards. I don't have something for comparison right now, so well, CF cards are usually faster. The only drawback is that they're a bit more expensive, and well, they're not really for sharing with most laptops today have SD card slots, so you can put on your SD card slot if you want to, but for a CF card you need your card reader if you want to share it or whatever. Yeah, you need a card reader for that. The 50D is the same dual function buttons of the top deck as most upper level Canon DSLRs. The first button here controls the backlight of the LCD. The second button allows you to adjust the white balance and the metering modes of the camera. The third button here allows you to allows you to change between the autofocus modes, which is one shot for still subjects and AI servo for moving moving subjects, and allows you to change from single shot to high speed burst or timer mode. The last button here allows you to control the ISO and the flash power, the built-in flash, or if you use a Canon speed light, hot shoe flash. Why did I do that? Personally, my experience with the 50D was very nice. Fits in my hand pretty nicely, and it's tough. I used this body when there was some moderately heavy rains a few months ago. Body survived the rain, although my lens didn't make it. Image quality is pretty decent. I usually don't have problems with it until ISO 800, so yeah. Then I'd be more cautious with nailing the exposure at ISO 1600, and I'd be really careful to not have any shadows or dark areas at ISO 3200, because at that point the noise and the banding would be really obvious. For those who don't know, banding is the vertical or horizontal stripes that you can see in your images. They're not really pleasant because they just look ugly. 6400, it's ISO 6400 H1 is pretty usable in some conditions. It's okay for web use, and it's okay for 8x10 inch prints if you can post-process it nicely, if you can just remove much of the noise there, if you can have good lighting for that. Okay, not much for printing large though. ISO 12800 or H2s for emergency cases, right? You wouldn't want to print that because it's really noisy and ugly. The colors are washed out and such. There's a bit of purple tint there. I used it once before because I was shooting a pageant in the gym before, about 2 terms ago, and then the lights came out. Well, the results turned out fine, but didn't get to save it because it's full of noise and it was ugly. The viewfinder is big and bright, especially when you compare it to lower end models. Though it's not as big because viewfinders are full frame cameras. Still, it's pretty big. It covers 95% of the frame, and it has a 0.95x magnification, so almost close as 1. This camera has been so reliable for me. It's like an extension of my hand and brain, allowing me to freely execute my vision. Although I've been starting to run into limitations lately, like the high ISO image quality and the lack of autofocus points and the customization of the AF system. So usually in events, there'd be times that the subject is between autofocus points, so yeah, I have to move the camera so I won't be able to frame it like the way I want it. So there's that. Consumers usually buy a nice camera to take nice images, but some people don't really realize that at the beginning this is also a tool to execute your artistic vision, or a tool to earn money with. For those, you need a tool that you can take anywhere and can take some bruises. The 50D is just that, even though it's a bit old. It's still a very capable camera. And my copy has the battle scars to prove it. See? There's some metal showing there. And here, see that? There's some scars here. Here, there's some scars, and there's some rust in the hot shoe flash. Because I usually shoot in the rain because the rain is so nice, and yeah, this guy's old, has an 80,000 80,000 shutter life, so there's that. Yeah. Oh, another thing I forgot. The 50D has an expected shutter life of 100,000, so it's pretty guaranteed to last you about more than a year. For a camera this capable, a second-hand price of 15,000 pesos doesn't sound so bad, doesn't it? It's pretty cheap, but it's actually pretty amazing. It's pretty. It's not as good as the 7D, which is a year older, and it's still actually pretty capable. 7D is pretty, actually just pretty capable today, but 50D isn't really that far behind. So 15,000, this pretty good. Damn son.